if you skip Carlotta's companion quest because you want to get the asteroids quickly or didn't even understand what was happening or forgot what even happened in the first place, well then I got a quick recap for you on how I have understood it and experienced it. So, the quest starts with an invitation letter from Capola, Carlotta's uncle. He invited us for a meeting to say thank you for our help in the main storyline of a 2.0. But the meeting was more like him saying, yo, if you want to help us, then you play by my rules. Else, you stay out of our affairs, you can watch by the sidelines. But if you plan to play along, you play by my rules. Since you don't want to deal with this, however strong you are. But Rover was like, I thought I already was an ally of yours since I helped Carlotta and all that. But he was like, nah, since I will be the next head of the family, I am the one who manages all alliances. But then Carlotta came and was like, yo, chill out, it ain't that serious. So we decided to leave the meeting. But then Carlotta quickly told us to meet with her later. So we were like, alright, let's go to that meeting place Carlotta mentioned. So we go to that meeting place, but Carlotta wasn't there yet. So we are just waiting and it is raining. But we see there is this old gentleman watching a painting. So we go up to him and talk with him. Like, yo, what you watching? He's like, yeah, just watching this painting. It's really beautiful. You know, true artistry lies not only in what is painted, but what is left unsaid. And you're like, yep, indeed, yep, you're absolutely right. So then the rain stops and the old gentleman leaves, and then Carlotta came. And then Carlotta tells us that there is a traitor in the family who is doing like shady business, and that their vault keeper Bennett has supposedly stolen from the vault, and while fleeing that he got attacked by the monsters, so the tasted discords, and died. But Carlotta is like, this is all really sus, since Bennett isn't a type like that to randomly steal from the family vault. And that on the night he died, that he sent some riddles to Carlotta. So Carlotta is now trying to figure out what really happened to Bennett. And Carlotta is also sure that if she figures out what happened to Bennett, that the traitor amongst the family who's doing shady business will also pop up. So Rover is like, alright, I guess this is where I come and help you. And Carlotta is like, thank you very much, but before you can help me, you do need to have a codename, since that is what all the people in the Montello family have. The codename the Rover gets from Carlotta is Cat's Eye, since Carlotta thinks that the Rover's eyes have the same luster as Cat's Eye gems. So Carlotta, her codename is Opal, gave Rover the codename Cat's Eye. But now it is detective time. Our plan is to go to Bennett's home to figure out what happened, to see if there are any clues, but there were already some members of the Montello family there, specifically Capolo's men, so only the Rover went up there. So Carlotta wouldn't raise any suspicion. And we are like, yo, we are a new member by the way. Is there anything I can help you with? But those two men are like, nah, you good. We just wrap things up. Thank you for the offer though. So the Rover asks them some questions. Like, yo, you know what's going on? They like, nah, we have no idea what's going on. We just do what's being told to us. Our boss, so Capola, is quite chill about all this. So we basically didn't get any information. So we meet up with Carlotta and we tell her what information we got, which is basically nothing. But Carlotta did get suspicious of her uncle because he's so chill about all of this, since it is quite a big deal that Bennett tried to steal the family assets randomly, which resulted in him dying. But while we were talking with Carlotta, we noticed that someone was watching us, so we chased that guy down to see what his deal is, and we eventually corner him. And Carlotta is like, hold up, I remember you. You're an old Montelli family member. And he's like, that's the past. I was just here to see what happened to Bennett. He was a dear friend of mine. I'm just in such grief of his death. I was just trying to look and see if there is any unfinished business regarding him. So we are like, alright, since you're such a good friend of Bennett, give us some info about Bennett's items. Like, where is his terminal? Where are the stolen goods which he supposedly stole? And he says to us, then you need to go to Scarlett Velvet. Since Bennett had really close ties with her, you might find more information from her. But the problem is, Velvet's whereabouts are not known. So Carlotta is like, alright, let's go to the most reliable source of information to find out where she might be. And that place is basically a pub. So we talk with some people there to find out who Scarlett Velvet's contact person is, to find out where Scarlett Velvet is. And we find this guy, and he says to us, yo, she is here. I will let her know that you will be coming. We are like, alright, let's go over there. So we go to Scarlett Velvet finally, but it seems like she's in some kind of conflict there with some other organization. So we fight some monsters and dampen the conflict. So now that the quarrel is settled a bit, all the other people leave and you are left with Scarlett Velvet finally. And we tell her, did you help Bennett with the stolen items? And she's like, that is nonsense. Bennett was a real good guy. Someone was trying to set us up. And she told us that if we want to find out more clues, that we should go to Bennett's secret hideout. So we go to Bennett's secret hideout now, and we find some clues here and there that basically direct to us that Carlotta's uncle, so Capolo, might be the suspect, who is the traitor, since all the clues basically make him really sus. So with the clues we found, we go to this technician to fix Bennett's terminal to see if there are more concrete clues in that terminal. But the technician told us that we need a better expert for this restoration of the terminal. And we were like, alright, we will go to this expert later. But first, let's go through some records to find some more clues. And at this point in the investigation, we are becoming more and more sure that the uncle is really the traitor in the family. And coincidentally, he contacts us while we're investigating, and we are telling him that we will stop him with his evil deeds. After the conversation, Carlotta and Rover part ways, with Rover going to this expert to fix Bennett's terminal fully to get more evidence, and Carlotta goes to the private dock of her uncle, so Capolo, for some more investigation. But when investigating at the private dock, Carlotta gets dragged into this mirror. And then we immediately switch to Rover's perspective, who is meeting up with Pierre, so the expert who can recover Bennett's terminal fully, to recover concrete data. But there, this old gentleman we met when waiting on Carlotta at the very beginning is also there. And it seems like he is Francesco. And Francesco is the current head of the family. But Francesco doesn't plan on helping us, since he is like, I want to see what Carlotta will do. I want to give the new generation room to evolve, basically. He says that he is last resort only. And then he gives us an item, which we should give to Carlotta when she needs it, but we don't get to see what that item is. And at that time, Pierre seems like he is done with restoring the data of Bennett's terminal. And in there, we basically see that the uncle is evil, basically, and we should hurry to Carlotta since we lost contact with her. But now, we immediately switch to Carlotta's point of view, where she is trapped in this mirror realm. And her goal is now to escape this mirror realm, since she needs to stop her uncle, Capolo. While trying to figure out how to escape this mirror realm, Carlotta realizes that this mirror realm is made of her memories, passing thoughts, and experiences. And then we also get to experience the moment where Carlotta got accepted as an official member of the Montelle family. But then Carlotta alter comes, and Carlotta remembered her hand, since she is like, you are the one who dragged me into this mirror realm. So we try to shoot her, but nothing happens, and Carlotta Alter flees, so we are running behind her. And then eventually Carlotta catches up with Carlotta Alter, and Carlotta Alter tells us that she has Carlotta's memories, desires, and fantasies, that she wouldn't be even exist if the real Carlotta didn't want acceptance and recognition. Carlotta Alter is basically like, you crave the acceptance of others. But then suddenly it becomes night, and it is basically a bad night of the past, where many Montelle family members died due to an attack of their enemies. And in the past, no one asked for Carlotta's input, since they didn't care about her input in the first place. And due to that mistake of them, they made worse mistakes, resulting in many family members dying. So basically, the family members were underestimating Carlotta, since the real Carlotta knew what the best course of action would have been. But yeah, no one cared about her input. So while being confronted with this bad past, Carlotta is like, I can't change the past. I need to get to the real world now to stop my uncle. But Carlotta Alter is like, nah, you won't escape me that easily. So she traps Carlotta in a maze. So we are trying to escape this maze. And while trying to escape this maze, we see Rover, who has come to the mirror realm to save Carlotta. And for a split second, I thought when seeing a Rover that she was evil, since her eyes were like glowing purple and all that. It seems like she is still good. So we meet with Rover, and she hands us the thing that Francesco gave Rover earlier to give to Carlotta, which is a gun. And then Carlotta uses this gun by shooting in empty space, which shatters the whole genjutsu maze of the Carlotta Alter, which opens a door basically to Carlotta Alter herself. So we confront Carlotta Alter, but she becomes mad and becomes a monster. So we fight her and we win easily. And with that, Carlotta Alter is no more. The real Carlotta got rid of her confusion and doubts. She found inner peace finally. Then we get a quick cutscene of Carlotta's past, of when she got her powers. And after awakening her powers, Francesco came to the young Carlotta and was like, your blood is as fierce as ours. You are a true Montelle. So he took young Carlotta under his wing. And after that quick cutscene, we switched to Rover and Carlotta. We have defeated Carlotta Alter. We have escaped the mirror realm. But we don't need to haste, since we need to wait for the perfect moment to confront Capolo to seize control of everything. So we wait for 2 days, and the plan is to infiltrate the trading hall where Capolo will be. So we enter there, we disable some cameras, we plant some of Carlotta's gems, which all went super easily. And now Carlotta enters the scene, and she casually yeets one of Capolo's men as if he was 1 gram, which gives us the perfect opportunity to confront Capolo. And he's like, how did you come in and all of that? Who helped you? But basically his whole confrontation is like a confirmation that Bennett was innocent. He never betrayed anyone. Capullo framed him and killed him to use him as cover-up for his own evil deeds basically. His reasoning was that he wanted more powerful allies to protect everyone, but deception isn't the way. So Capullo snaps and attacks Carlotta and Rover with his whole gang. So we are like, alright, it's time to escape. But while we are escaping, let's do a beautiful dance performance, since Carlotta is literally the embodiment of elegance, especially when combined with Rover. And while we are escaping, Carlotta sets off the planted gems and the wall building basically explodes, which resulted in a beautiful escape. So now the current status is we escaped, we blew Capullo up, so let's chill with Carlotta a little bit. She tells us that the reason why she hates rain so much is because on days of rain, bad things happen, like it is the perfect day to take revenge, since it is easier to wash away the bloodstains away. But that now the rain feels different to her, as if all the troubles from yesterday are washed away, as if Carlotta has found her true self again, probably because she was confronted by Carlotta Alter with all her doubts and confusion, but Carlotta conquered Carlotta Alter, so now she has a fresh state of mind. And then Francesca comes and basically tells us that Carlotta and Rover are a perfect team together, that they work incredibly together, and he says that he will punish Capullo, so it seems like Capullo is still alive. I wonder how he survived that whole bombing of Carlotta's gems, but anyway. And I also wonder who the next rightful head of the family will be, since Capullo was supposed to be the next heir. So does that make Carlotta the next head of the family if Francesco dies? Who knows? But now it is time to say goodbye to Carlotta. She says that she will be really busy now, since with all that's happened. And we get a gift from her, and that our codename will always be Cat's Eye, the first and only member to receive Carlotta's personal invitation to the Montelli family. And with that, the quest ends. So all in all, nice quest. I will give it a 7.5 out of 10, just because Carlotta Alter is so beautiful. I mean, like, we need that skin. It is just perfect. Like, I have seen Carlotta Alter like a billion times, and I'm still impressed by how beautiful she looks. Like, after some time you get accustomed to this skin change of characters, but with her, I'm still impressed the whole time. So all I can do is basically hope and pray that Wuthering Waves will create a Carlotta Alter skin, so that the very difficult pulls I did for Carlotta feel a bit better, since I did the pull for every push-up I did when summoning for Carlotta. And if you're wondering how those pulls went, have a look at that video. I thank you for paying attention and see you the next time. Bye.